So just an update here on your machine is this piece here is the presser lever. This is what raises and lowers the presser foot. And it's a rod that goes across the machine, and a little piece, this piece here, is supposed to go on the end, and that's the actual physical thing that lifts up the presser foot. It pushes up on this thing to raise and lower the presser foot. Well, when the machine was dropped, what happened was this lever here jammed and actually stripped this thing out partially so that it couldn't lift the presser foot properly. And this cam here, it's a plastic cam that when this lever is raised and lowered, it releases the tensioners. And so you can get the thread in and out. And that cam screw bent over quite a bit. It was really badly bent. And this lever that actuates it here, this piece here was bent, probably about 30 degrees. And I had to bend that back together. And then these tensioners, these two tensioners, this one here, the mounting piece and the part that goes through the whole thing was completely bent, like over like this, and this tensioner was not working at all. Now I took the thing off here and took all the little washers and springs and internal parts out and the plates and all that, and I was able to straighten this, and it works fine now, and it actually engages with the release properly. This one too is bent, not much, but just a little bit. And I think I've got that one working fine too. These two are working perfectly, so they weren't damaged. So I'm to the point now where I'm gonna put this all back together, and then I'm gonna have to glue this back in. The piece was knurled, and it's pretty tight, but it's not tight enough. So I'm gonna glue it in just so it's really strong. And then I have to put everything back together and sew on it. I already sewed on it, and it's going to sew. It's just a matter of recalibrating these two tensioners. Let's see, I think that's basically the last parts. I got all these pieces put back together properly. I got this piece here was the mounting piece that mounts the front to the back. And this whole piece from the front all the way to the back was broken out, but I glued it back in. It was a nice clean break. So that's fine. It's not a big deal at all. And I got all the other pieces in. And then I can put this sensor, there's a sensor dangling in here, and I'll put that back together. And I think everything's gonna work great. I already sewed on it, and it sews, so we'll just take it from there.